The Chevrolet Equinox rolls into 2013 with some new options that Chevy hopes will keep it in consumers' crosshairs as one of the more popular small crossovers on the market today. My tester is the top-of-the-line all-wheel drive LTZ model, which has the smaller 2.4-liter four-cylinder engine and starts out in the low 30s for price. How it drives and its fuel economy is coming up next on this episode of Everyman Driver. The 2013 Equinox is one of the vehicles that, in terms of size, teeters on the SUV fence between small and mid-size, even though it's classified as a mid-size. It may have something to do with its engine and power, but more on that in a moment. The Equinox features a distinctive roofline, wraparound headlamps, and dual round tail lamps. It also stands out with a multi-dimensional hood, wraparound rear side glass, and wheels at the corners stance. For those thinking its body style is getting a little long in the tooth, you're right, but have patience. I have on good authority that there's a good chance we'll be seeing a refresh in the middle of 2013 with a focus on the nose and tail, so stay tuned. Until then, I still think it's an attractive and inviting vehicle. The black granite metallic paint job gets a thumbs up for me. My tester also sports 18-inch chrome-clad aluminum wheels, which will cost you an extra grand. 19-inch are available as well, otherwise 17 are standard. We'll check out the interior and take it for a spin, but first, let's learn more about what makes it move. I've asked Christian Richard with Dave Smith Motors in Kellogg, Idaho to join us as we go under the hood of the Equinox to learn more about its performance and engine. Christian, good looking car.
It is, Dave, and thank you so much for asking about this particular vehicle. The 2013 Chevy Equinox really is a standout in its class. It's going and taking off that mantle of what we've had before as the most popular midsize SUV, and now combining it as a crossover, which gives you many features that you loved in a sedan in a traditional SUV.
So talk about numbers there's two different engine types with this 6-speed automatic transmission.
There is. This is the 2.4-liter Ecotec engine. It's got 182 horsepower and 172 foot-pounds of torque. And new for 2013, we're now offering the 3.6-liter, which gives you 301 horsepower and 272 foot-pounds of torque. So two great power plants.
How about ride and handling and StabiliTrak?
StabiliTrak is a great feature that gives people, in fact, how it's described in the Consumer Reports itself, that confident, steady feel behind the wheel in all conditions, particularly here in the Northwest where we love to be in the outdoors.
So how does that work for the driver when they get behind the wheel of the Equinox, the StabiliTrak?
What it does is no matter what conditions they run into, if there's any wheel slippage, they have the ABS brakes, limited slip differential, and it intelligently compensates for any of those conditions.
How about technology upgrades for 2013?
One of the big ones that we have is our MyLink and the interior. The MyLink system is one that's very, very easy to use. You can use it through voice recognition, through hand touch, or through traditional controls. And it really gives the person access to their apps through their smartphones and allows them to fully integrate the vehicle into their lives.
People really like that technology that's involved. Let's talk about fuel economy, because in a vehicle like this, where it's kind of in between the SUV and the CUV, people are really concerned about getting the most bang for their dollar.
Well, and you know, really in its class, there's nothing like it when you've got up to 32 miles to the gallon on the front wheel drive on the highway, 29 on the all-wheel drive, and then in our new 3.6 liter, you're going to be up to 24 miles to the gallon in the front wheel drive, 23 in the all-wheel drive.
Who's the typical customer for an Equinox?
Well, it really is in every man or woman's car in every condition, but the two categories I think of the most are like our middle son and daughter-in-law who are just moving up out of sedans, starting their family, or folks like my wife and myself who are empty nesters now and are downsizing maybe from a traditional SUV, and we love the appeal of the crossover because it gives us that combination of the versatility we had and the mileage that we desire.
More options in a very competitive marketplace.
Absolutely.
All right, Christian, thanks very much.
Thank you, Dave.
The moment you step inside the Equinox LTZ, you are immediately surrounded by luxury. In fact, it feels much more expensive than it really is. You have the leather seats, the leather-wrapped steering wheel. The instrument panel is laid out very nicely with options here on the dash as well as your steering wheel. And the nice accents here on the door with the way it was designed, different colors, and the stitching as well. Here's something I really like and I think makes a lot of sense. The second row of seats has a sliding mechanism which gives you much more versatility. Right now, here's your current legroom, but you can slide the entire row backwards to give you more space for those bigger passengers, or slide it forward to give you more room in the back for cargo. Great idea. It's not all rainbows and lollipops with the Equinox. I do have one issue with the cargo area. Granted, I do like the fact that the second row of seats slide forward and slide down to give you more space, but I like to haul around sports equipment like skis, camping equipment, or bicycles, and the entryway is a little bit too narrow for my taste. I think if you want more space getting into the back, you might have to upgrade to a larger SUV. Now, I think the Everyman driver might find this interesting. Chevrolet has installed noise-absorbing elements in the chassis, engine compartment, and interior and windshield glass, making the cabin one of the quietest in the segment. The Equinox features 6 airbags, which are standard, as well as 8 cup and bottle holders and 18 storage areas, including this extra deep center console. A few of the other new features for 2013 include a safety package with forward collision alert, lane departure warning, which are now available on both 4-cylinder and V6 models, and rear park assist. Also available in 2013 but not installed in my tester, a rear seat dual-player DVD entertainment system. The price tag for that added entertainment, $1,300. As far as competition with the Equinox for your hard-earned dollar, the Ford Escape, the Honda CR-V, Hyundai Tucson, and the Subaru Forester, to name a few. In the end, the 2013 Equinox all-wheel drive LTZ offers up a great deal of ride comfort, passenger room, and overall value that I'm sure will appeal to families looking for something practical and cost-effective that doesn't skimp on style. Until next time, this is Dave Erickson with EverymanDriver.com.